Welcome to A Blessing a Day. Today, we find ourselves exploring two profound passages from the Scriptures that intertwine the promise of a covenant with God and the gift of eternal life through Jesus Christ. Today's readings invite us to reflect on our own faith journey and the promises God has made to each of us. A reminder that we are called to be part of something much greater than ourselves. In the reading from Genesis, we witness a pivotal moment in the life of Abraham. When God speaks to Abram, he is called to a deeper identity. He becomes Abraham, the father of nations. God's covenant with Abraham is not just a promise of descendants. It signifies a familial love that transcends time. God tells Abraham, "I will maintain my covenant with you and your descendants as an everlasting pact." Imagine what it must have felt like for Abraham to receive such a declaration from the Almighty. He went from being a mere man to the father of multitudes, his future forever altered by this divine agreement. This covenant is not simply historical, it is gently echoed in our lives today. Each time we come before God in humility, we too are reminded of our calling. How often do we allow our fears and limitations to overshadow the incredible destiny that God has in store for us? Like Abraham, we are invited by God to step into a new identity, an identity filled with hope and promise. As we transition to the Gospel of John, Jesus makes a radical statement: "Whoever keeps my word will never see death." Can you take a moment to contemplate the weight of that promise? Jesus, standing before the people, claims a unity with God that defies human comprehension. The Jews respond with skepticism. "Are you greater than our father Abraham?" It is here that we find a beautiful revelation. Jesus is not just a teacher or prophet. He embodies the very essence of the covenant and its fulfillment. By proclaiming, "Before Abraham came to be, I am," Jesus reveals his divine nature and eternal existence. He invites us not only to abide in his word, but to live in the certainty of eternal life. What does it mean for us as believers to live in that assurance? Jesus guarantees us that by keeping his word, we are assured a place in God's kingdom. This is not merely about avoiding death. It's about embracing the fullness of life that can only be found in a relationship with him. This relationship transforms us, much like how the covenant transformed Abraham's life, compelling us to share that promise with the world around us. Reflect on this. Abraham's faith was not passive. He actively served a God who asked him to venture into the unknown. Likewise, our faith must also be active, yielding actions that reflect our belief in God's promises. As St. Augustine once said, "Faith is to believe what you do not see. The reward of this faith is to see what you believe." This faithful action manifests itself in how we treat our neighbors, how we serve those in need, and how we strive to uphold the teachings of Christ in our daily lives. As you meditate on these passages today, ask yourself, how am I honoring the covenant God has made with me? How can I live out the gospel message in a way that embodies Christ's promise of eternal life? Your life has significance in God's grand design. Hold fast to that. Let it inspire you to be the light in someone's darkness, to be the hand that lifts another from despair. In moments of trial and uncertainty, remember that God holds you in a promise as secure as the one made to Abraham. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Therefore, let us meet the challenges of life with faith, courage, and confidence in the words of Jesus. As we continue in our day, may we not only carry within us the promise of eternal life, but also share that truth with a world yearning for hope. As we conclude, let us keep in mind the blessing of this day. May the God of Abraham, the God who keeps his promises, bless you abundantly and draw you ever closer to the heart of Christ. Remember, his word is a lamp unto our feet, guiding us toward everlasting life. Please consider subscribing to A Blessing a Day for more reflections that nourish the soul, and share this message with friends and family who may benefit from it. Together, let us walk this journey of faith, hand in hand with God, ever trusting in his divine plan. Until we meet again, may God bless you and fill your heart with peace.